Good afternoon, preppers. Welcome to Goshen Prepping. The changes I've seen in my country, in the United States, and other countries too, over the last just even 2 years, has me very much fear for what's coming. Censorship, which is always 100% against what we look at as far as being freedom, is taking hold everywhere. And we're heading down a path that literally leads us to all the things that we've always worried about. Communist Russia from a long time ago, even still modern today, Hitler and the Nazis, basically snuffing out anybody who opposes them. And I just want to look at this with one article. A Chinese pastor who fled communism warns America is descending into a dark reality with leftist censorship. Boy, and this nails it. Governors and mayors all of a sudden became emperors when COVID hit. And this guy would know. A Chinese pastor who escaped persecution is warning censorship from the American left has become eerily similar to the Chinese Communist Party. He said, "I observed striking similarities during this COVID dictatorship between China and, of course, even the United States of America." He was born and raised in China, fled to the U.S. after he and his wife were imprisoned for their work in the underground Christian church. Continuing to relay his concerns that similar censorship has worked its way into the U.S., he blasted the media establishment, yeah, you go for it, for towing the line for the radical left, saying he finds the alleged collaboration very worrisome. We cannot let our exceptionalist constitution democracy yield to this communist style of governance. Again, not just the United States, but I feel America, Canada, and the European countries are coming to this point of active discrimination and perhaps persecution. And I know he's actually talking about more specifically Christianity being persecuted, but I don't see this as just being Christianity. I see this as the leftists, the progressives, not simply people who are liberal. Because I understand liberalism in a lot of aspects really works well. They actually have their hearts in the right area. But what we're seeing from these extreme left progressives, they're actually looking at censorship, not against necessarily just Christians, but anybody who goes against the way they see things. And they're coming down very harshly. And we're seeing the weaponization of our federal government coming down on anybody who goes against them. You can't describe this any other way but a communist or socialist regime trying to infiltrate its way in. And it starts from the top. And I don't mean Biden, because he's not the top. He has other people controlling him too that seem to be trying to indoctrinate this in our country. We have to actually do what we can. Obviously not just prep and stockpile, but we need to be loud because they're being extremely loud. And of course, it's the squeaky wheel that gets the grease. We need to be even louder and let them know that this is not happening in our country. Whatever country you live in, this is going to stop now because we, the people, we're the ones in charge, not those top leadership people.